The birthday betrayal, realizing I deserved better. I always made excuses for my boyfriend, Zach. He's stressed from work. He's not good at planning. He shows love differently. But my 25th birthday completely destroyed every excuse I had ever created for him. The night began with his casual admission that he had spent his entire paycheck 2 days prior. No gift, no dinner reservation, nothing. Just oops, I'm broke. I ended up buying drinks for my own birthday celebration while he ordered round after round. The contrast. At the bar, his friend Jeremy immediately noticed the situation. Without making a scene, he bought me a shot and quietly said, "Happy birthday." That simple, genuine gesture hit differently because Zach hadn't said those words once. When Zach's college friends showed up, his entire energy shifted, and I became instantly invisible. He literally walked away mid-conversation with me and disappeared into their group for 40 minutes. However, Jeremy and his buddy Cody looped back. They asked about my nursing program, laughed at my hospital stories, and treated me like a person. One of them even remembered I liked old horror movies from a previous brief conversation, something Zach has never done. When the group went outside to smoke, Zach just left without a word. But Jeremy and Cody stopped and asked if I was okay watching the table, waiting for my genuine answer. They showed more basic respect in 2 hours than Zach had in months. The final insult. I had specifically told Zach 3 times that week I had a 6 a.m. shift the next morning and that we needed to leave by 11:30 p.m. When his college crew announced they were hitting another bar until 2 a.m., Zach immediately said, "We're going," without even glancing at me. I pulled him into the hallway, trying to stay calm. I told him I needed to go home and that the night was supposed to be about us. Barely looking at me, he said it was totally fine and that I could just grab an Uber. I stared at him. My phone was at 3%. I was drunk. It was 1 a.m. and he was asking me to navigate getting home alone on my birthday while he stayed out with friends. I actually begged him, "Please, can we just go home together?" He rolled his eyes, visibly annoyed, lecturing me about how he never sees these people. I felt the tears start. Jeremy and Cody noticed and came over. They saw my distress and both instantly offered to walk me home, willing to end their night right there just to ensure my safety. They had known me for 3 hours and were willing to sacrifice their evening for me. Zach finally agreed to leave, not out of care for me, but because his friends were making him look bad. The walk home. The 3 of them walked me home. Zach was glued to his phone the entire 15 minutes while Jeremy and Cody made conversation, wishing me well for my shift. They both hugged me and stood there, making sure I was safely inside my building. Zach only gave me a quick side hug after they did, and immediately turned to walk back toward the bar with them. I watched through my window as the 3 headed back down the street. Cody said something and Jeremy laughed. They had this easy, genuine camaraderie. Zach was trailing slightly behind, still on his phone, already thinking about his next drink. That night, I spent my entire birthday fantasizing about what it would be like to date someone who remembered what I said, who checked in, and who didn't make me beg for basic respect. That's when I knew I'd been settling for the worst version of love because I didn't realize a better version existed.